Okay, continuing on with the review, we have number 48. Number 47 is blank. And Miss Jones surveys her class about their siblings. In the class, 75% have a brother, so the probability of a brother is 0.75. 82% have a sister, so the probability of the sister is 0.82. And 65 have both brother and sister, is equal to 0.65. What is the probability that they have a brother or a sister? Okay, so or would mean adding these together and subtracting the intersection. So 0.75 plus 0.82 minus the intersection 0.65. 0.75 plus 0.82 minus 0.65, we have 0.92 is the probability of a brother or a sister. Number 49, contingency table for the class is shown. What is the probability that a student selected at random is a female given that they are not a senior? So probability of female given they are not a senior. Okay, so the formula for conditional probability is the probability of both in the numerator, female and not a senior, over the probability of what's given, so probability of that they're not a senior. Okay, so the total is 32, so both of these are out of 32. In the numerator, female and not a senior, so that would be, if they're not a senior, they're junior, so there's 6 out of 32. And then the probability that they're not a senior, well, if they're not a senior, they're a junior. So there's 15 juniors out of 32. 32's cancel, and we're left with 6 out of 15. And it looks like we're looking for a decimal here, so I'll just put that into my calculator. That comes out to 0.4, so letter B. 58, the gumball machine contains 45 gumballs in all, so 45 total. 17 yellow, 12 red, 6 blue, and 10 orange. The gumball machine randomly dispenses one gumball. What is the probability the gumball is not blue? Okay, so the total is 45. The desired would be not blue. So 6 of those 45 are blue, so the rest of them would be not blue. So there's 39 out of 45 that are not blue. And this simplifies to 13 over 15. So letter D. 51. You spin a spinner with 8 likely landing spaces, numbered 1 through 8. Event A is landing on a prime number. Okay, so event A is a prime number. So a prime number, well, let's get a list of prime numbers here, just so I don't accidentally include one I'm not supposed to. Okay, so prime numbers that only have 2 factors, 1 and themselves. Okay, so 1 would not be a prime number because 1 does not have 2 factors. But the first one to have 2 factors is 2, and then 3, 5, 7, and then those are all the prime numbers up to 8. Okay, event B is landing on an odd number, so that's 3, 5, 7. So what is the intersection of these two? So the intersection of these two would be what's included in both, which is 3, 5, and 7. Okay, so the intersection A intersect B, 3, 5, and 7. So that would be letter B. Uh, 52, 200 people took part in a survey. After 1 week, they were asked if they had a headache in the past week. According to the data in the two-way table, what fraction of the people who were given placebo did not have a headache? So this is the probability that they did not, or the probability that they have no headache given that they were given the placebo, okay? Because we know that they were given the placebo, so this is a conditional probability. We know that they were given the placebo. We want to know the probability that they did not have a headache. So the denominator would be the probability of the given, which is placebo, and the numerator would be the probability of both, no headache and placebo. Okay, so these are both out of 200 because there's 200 total. Okay, so we'll start with no headache and placebo. So there's 30 of those. And then denominator placebo, so there's 50 that were given the placebo. So this 200 and this 200 cancel. We got 30 out of 50, which reduces to 3 over 5. So we're looking at letter C. 53, suppose that 1,500 students, 650 take Spanish, 900 take biology, 300 take both. What is the probability of the student at random take Spanish or biology? So Spanish or biology would be the probability of Spanish plus the probability of biology minus the probability of both Spanish and biology. So Spanish, there's 650 out of 1,500. For biology, there's 900 out of 1,500. And then we have to subtract the people that take both, so 300 out of 1,500. So 650 plus 900 minus 300. So 1,250 out of 1,500. So 1,250 out of 1,500 reduces to 5 over 6. Number 56. Convert negative 160 degrees to radians. Okay, so to convert from degrees to radians, we multiply by pi over 180 degrees. Okay, so we got 160 over 180, which reduces to 8 over 9, so this is negative 8 pi over 9. 57, convert 7 pi over 3 into degrees. So 7 pi over 3, to convert to degrees, we multiply by 180 degrees over pi. So the pi's cancel, so we got 7 times 180 over 3. 7 times 180, that's 1260 over 3 degrees, which is 420 degrees. 58, convert 480 degrees into radians. Okay, so 480 degrees multiplied by pi over 180 degrees. So we got 480 pi over 180, and 480 over 180 reduces to 8 over 3, so that's 8 pi over 3. Convert negative 8 pi over 5 into degrees. Okay, so negative 8 pi over 5 times 180 over pi. Pi's cancel, so I got negative 8 times 180 over 5, and that's degrees, so 8 times 180, so this is negative 1440 degrees over 5, so negative 288 degrees. Number 63, simplify and we write in standard form of a complex number, which is a plus bi. So 4i times 4i is 16i squared. But remember, I squared is the same as negative 1, so that would be negative 16. Simplified, 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. Okay, so we distribute. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3i is 6i. Negative 3i times 2 is negative 6i. And negative 3i times 3i is negative 9i squared. 6i's cancel. And so we have 4 minus 9 times I squared. But I squared is negative 1. So we have 4 plus 9, which is 13. And the reason that these come out to a real number, 13, is because they're complex conjugates. 65, now these ones are not complex conjugates, so they are just going to be a complex number. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times negative 3i is negative 3i, 5i times 4 is 20i, 5i times negative 3i is negative 15i squared. Okay, so remember this is I squared is just negative 1, so it's negative 15 times negative 1, which is positive 15. So we have 4 minus 3i plus 20i, so we combine the like terms. 4 and 15 is 19. Negative 3i and positive 20i is 17i. So this would be in standard form. Okay, and then number 66, we have 4 minus 7i minus 8 minus 2i. So this is just subtraction, so we just need to subtract both of these. So 4 minus 7i minus 8 minus negative 2i, which is plus 2i. Combine the like terms. 4 and negative 8 is negative, not negative 1. 4 and negative 8 is negative 4, and negative 7 and positive 2, negative 7i and positive 2i is negative 5i. So negative 4 minus 5i. Okay, and that's it for the review here.